So here I am chilling, just finished streaming, had a nice long night, getting ready to hop in bed, escalate, chill out, you know what I'm saying? But here's where I messed up. I looked at my phone and bam, notification from Kavos on YouTube with a Mr. Beast update to the drama that's been going on. So obviously I had to, check this. I had to peep game. I had to peep what's going on, see what's good, because we've been following this Mr. Beast drama for a while now. I'm curious what's going on. I've been kind of waiting for some more information to pop, and I'm curious. Is it going to be anything like I mentioned before in other videos? Do we have voice recordings of the voice chat? Any type of recordings like that? That would be that'd be beautiful if we had anything like that. Yeah. But apparently, Mr. Beast will never recover from this. New evidence. And it's by the YouTube channel Kavos. So as always, link to the channel, link to the video will both be in the description below. I'm wondering, is it any voice chat? Is it any voice recordings? Do we have that? Or what kind of evidence is it? Let's get into it. Wait, hold on. Here we go.
I'm not sure Mr. Beast can come back from this, quite frankly. We have even more new evidence against Mr. Beast today and some brand new allegations, and it just doesn't stop. It keeps getting worse.
Bro, I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. Eventually, someone is going to have a YouTube video that's like the Mr. Beast iceberg, and it's just gonna cover everything that's been going on for now and everything that we don't even know about that's to come. You know what I'm saying? Because there are known knowns, there are known unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns, things we don't know. That's what the iceberg's gonna have.
Mr. Beast's reputation, I'm not sure can be salvaged. And the fact the only response we've really seen from Jimmy at the moment was this leaked company email. And it's quite good for people to see this because it breaks the reality of Mr. Beast just being this lovely YouTube guy and really shows, this is a big corporation, a big business. So this was from Mr. Beast himself. Dear Team Beast, I wanted to update all of you on recent concerns.
All right, well, yeah, I guess, it does help break the like he said, it breaks the image that we had of Mr. Beast, of him just being a nice guy, and we actually get to see the corporate Mr. Beast version, what this version of him is like.
Have been raised online and in the press. As I mentioned in my tweet a couple of weeks ago, we've hired Quinn Emanuel, a top-tier law firm, to do a full investigation of the Ava Tyson allegations.
By the way, the video that he's playing in the background of this that he's reading, the video he's playing in the background is by MeatCanyon, and it's just one of the Mr. Beast videos. If I can remember which video it is, I'll leave a link to that also in the description below. But if I can't remember what video it is, then I'll just leave a link to the MeatCanyon actual channel.
We also asked them to expand the scope to include a full assessment of our internal culture and to investigate allegations of inappropriate behavior by people in the company. While the process is not complete, I have enough preliminary information at this point that I'm announcing several changes today. As your leader, I take responsibility and I'm committed to continue to improve and evolve my leadership style. While I've been mostly focused on creating content, launching feastables, building our community, and leading our philanthropic efforts, I recognize I also need to create a culture that makes all of our employees feel safe and allows them to do their best work.
Okay.
Therefore, along with Jess Hausenbold, our new president and COO, we will be hiring a new chief human resources officer, chief financial officer, and general counsel, along with other roles to add capacity and competencies to foster a better internal culture as we continue to grow. To start off, we'll be instituting hiring a new chief human resource officer, mandatory training. We will be implementing mandatory training on safety, SA, LGBTQ, diversity sensitivity training, and for improvement, anonymous reporting, and external reviews. I want to let you know I'm optimistic about the company's future. I greatly appreciate all your contributions. We are seeing many examples of your hard work as we recently became the first channel to surpass 300 million subscribers. Our last two channel videos were our fastest growing in history of the company, and our philanthropy.
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie. When he's playing this video in the background, I keep forgetting what not listening to what he's saying and watching the video instead. I'm trying. I gotta rewind that back. Let me actually read along. That way it will help me from being distracted. I can't be the only one that deals with that, right?
We are seeing many examples of your hard work as we recently became the first channel to surpass 300 million subscribers. Our last two channel videos were our fastest growing in history of the company, and our philanthropic work continues to positively impact our community and our planet. In summary, I'm fully committed to seeing the investigation process through and acting on the recommendations. We will circle back and share our learnings and any necessary changes. Thank you for your continued teamwork and dedication to our mission and our community, Jimmy. So that's directly from him. If you work at the company,
sounds
fine,
good, right?
but for us as a response, it's a whole lot of nothing, because it's just, oh, it's being investigated, we'll see how it goes. When there are so many...
Like, I get it. Like, there's a lot of things for Mr. Beast to address, but at least he's taking action in his company to make sure things like to improve work conditions. Like, at least that. But I want to see this evidence. Like, I want to see that shit. Like, I get it. It doesn't really. Also, it was a leak, so it wasn't meant to be a response. So I get what he's getting ready. I think I know he's getting ready to say. But anyway, like he said before, it was a leak, so I'm not sure it's supposed to count as a response. But at least we know he's trying to do some internal work in the company and make it better. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Will it be too late for Mr.? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's kind of too big to fail at this moment, I feel like. But either way, let's see this evidence.
Things now to respond to, and even worse stuff now has come out. Now, before we talk about the really damning stuff at the moment,
shit. Okay,
I want to start with
it.
allegations from Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend, and
Holy
she
shit.
had some very strong words.
Ooh, man. Yeah, nah, son. Because if anybody's gonna really put a dent in your armor, it's gonna be the ex-love or your current love. Like, oof. Okay, this is
to say about she doesn't mention him by name, but I think it's fairly obvious it's about him. Firstly, on her Instagram, she said, at YouTube, you need to reevaluate who you're putting on the trending page. And then she put out this huge Instagram post. I've spent years being quiet, never acknowledging that time in my life, just quietly cheering on those who I saw mistreated. I don't want drama. I don't want anything. I just want to speak up for my 19-year-old self. 19 to 21 are formative years, and as a young woman, it impacted the way I saw myself, the way I interpreted my future, and how I trusted men. There was no user manual, there was no instructions on how to deal with gaining a following quickly, no cheat sheet on dating someone famous. I did the best I could, but I was not okay. Months of therapy, so many journal entries, long talks with my mum. Why do I still feel like it was all for nothing?
well, I mean, technically, like at the same time, like everybody, she's not. I'm sure she's not the only person that went through that. So she could have maybe found some other female content creators to talk to in order to you know, or other girlfriends of female content or of male content creators, other girlfriends of them to help like get, you know, something together to help her through all the trouble she was going through. I'm sure she could have found someone to talk to that was, you know, that went through some of the same things as her, right? But at the same time, like everybody's just kind of when things like this kind of happen, everybody's just kind of going through life and dealing with it as things come. You know, you just have to figure it out. That's
I believe I should be used as a cautionary tale. If something is too good to be true, it probably is. How he treats other women will ultimately be how he treats you.
Oh, shit.
You are smart,
Okay,
beautiful, and capable of a career, life, and relationship you're proud of. I do not aim to take anyone down, just simply and explicitly tell you that there are scary people out there. People will hurt you, use you, spit you out, and then tell you it's your fault. It's all our jobs to protect our friends, our mums, our wives, our sisters, our daughters, ourselves from people like that. If you see something not cool, speak up. So
yeah. So obviously I like how they obviously they're talking about. It sounds like they're talking about Jimmy, obviously, but I do like how she phrased it as there are people out there, but instead of just saying. But at the same time, because in the beginning she was talking about how she was dealing with men or whatever, her ex relationships. But I'm glad she at least put people here, because both genders will do this to you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody will do this to you. It's not just men who will hurt you, use you, spit you out, and then tell you it's your fault. It's not just men who will do that, but there's also women that will do that as well. But they'll just do it better. And there's a bunch of people that are just toxic people and love doing this kind of thing for fun. But it sucks that she had to go through that.
From people like that, if you see about not cool, speak up. So some very strong language about Jimmy in this post. I'm confident enough. I mean, you read it. It's definitely about him. Calling him a scary person, and that, they will hurt you, use you, treat you poorly. It is vague, and there's not enough detail into what has actually occurred. Or
also, since I'm just to play devil's advocate, since it is so vague, we don't know if it was actually about Jimmy. Just to play devil's advocate.
If there's any truth to it, but it's pretty crazy. On top of everything, now we're getting this. She then posted on Twitter saying, 3 years away from that weirdo. My skin is clear. My relationship, our friendships are flourishing. I'm frolicking in a field. She's so vague, she said nothing. From the looks of it, I don't need to. Not putting myself through that shit again, but thanks. I'm of the opinion, if you're gonna put serious claims like this out there, you definitely should back it up with actual evidence and facts, and not just make vague posts and then run away when you get some heat on you, because like you say, you want people to be protected. It's pretty hard to do when it's vague and you're not actually giving us details of what actually is happening or happened. But
facts, and maybe and now all we know now, like, she could have just been that vague just to get some attention, because people know that she's Mr. Beast's ex-girlfriend. So for now, all we know is that she was just doing that just to get some attention and then, like, run off. But there could be some truth to what she said at the same time. But again, being that vague isn't really helping anybody at all. So what's the whole point of it? It just kind of makes it pointless, except for the only thing I can see out of now is just getting attention. Like Kavos said, if you're supposed to be trying to help people, how are we going to do that when you're just being vague about it? And, things need to be said.
We will continue to keep up to date with that as it goes on. But more seriously is that we got a new video from Dogpack. He made the original expose video. He was a former
I didn't watch this one yet. Crap.
Mr. Beast employee. And one of the things in this video that really caught my attention and is like, fuck, was that Mr. Beast hired a sex offender. Here's the clip from the interview.
Hey, yo. Yeah, that's especially after we just went through the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And, like, we know who Drake had on payroll. And, and the allegations that Kendrick was saying against Drake, certified lover boy, certified fuck him up. But and then pretty much Mr. Beast is going through the same ish with Ava Tyson being as people could make that connection of being a certified PDF file, but obviously he was just we can't say that, but he was like interacting inappropriately with minors. But now you're doing the same. It's again Drake did that, and now he also hired S offenders, and now Mr. Beast is going through. Oh my god, you see what I'm talking about, right? You get it, right? I don't have to continue spelling it out, bruh. It's over. Oof.
Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything.
Holy shit.
Who worked there? Registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry.
Jefferson, Charles R. Jefferson. Tier 2 moderate risk. Tier 2 moderate risk. Verified on unknown, registered since August 21st, 2010. How long was this guy working for Mr. Beast? Holy shit. Oh man. All right.
Registry and everything. Who worked there? And like you can, you know, someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you know, you get it. You can still have a job after you're on the, that's one thing. You know, you go to prison, you get rehabilitated, that's one thing. You know, like if you do your time, that's fine. I think there should be rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, like I can't confirm or deny, from what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people. And they knew that.
1 to 11 years?
He's running a channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started. And
he was indeed.
Because he'll be in videos, he'll be in thumbnails, he'll be around. And whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender? With a physical mask? Like, do I have to... Is it more on the nose? Or I don't know why they let him go, because there's rumors back and forth. You know, so I don't know why they let him go, but he did leave at one point.
The charge is 4th degree sexual intercourse victim under the age. The range of the victim was 1 to 11 years old.
Oh
I mean,
God.
What the actual shit? This was then confirmed that Mr. Beast hired this person after full well knowing what he did. Jake the Viking, another form,
and had him around kids during the filmings of videos. And obviously this guy he wasn't just hired, he was like in one of like the manager positions or whatever in the beginning, like, or towards the beginning, like, yo, oh my God. And he let him be around children, bro. Like, imagine all the moms, all the parents, all the dads who let their kid go be on Mr. Beast video, and this guy was on set. Imagine if they weren't there and they don't know if anything happened, but they start hearing all this. They're definitely gonna start questioning shit, or they're definitely gonna ask their kids if anything happened. If something did happen, we might start hearing not whispers, but like hearing people talk about that too. Like, hey, I let my little sister be on a Mr. Beast video, or hey, I let my daughter or my son be on a Mr. Beast video, and I just asked them about this, and they told me this. Bro, you knowingly hired a registered offender, and you let him work for you. You had him around kids, and his victims were the age of 1 to 11. Hell nah, bro. Hell nah, man. See, if I had kids and I found out that they were around someone like that, well, I'd be pissed, bro. Hell nah, man. Oh, it's over for Mr. Beast, man.
One Mr. Beast friend employee said, "Here's the truth. Yes, Delaware is my brother-in-law. Yes, he is a RSO. When he was 21, a 16-year-old girl accused him and others of SA when she was 11. Delaware took a plea deal. That's why there was no jail time, but he still had to register. His nickname isn't Delaware because he can't go back to Delaware. He's from Delaware. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He's been back several times. He was hired before I was, and was actually the reason I got hired at Mr. Beast. Before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew. But again, this incident happened in 2010. Delaware was hired in 2017, 2018. Delaware was also let go from the company before I was. I mean, what the actual shit? I love it. It's like, yeah, the incident's in 2010 though, so, you know, it's fine. It's like, no, that shit doesn't fade. Why the hell was this person hired by Mr. Beast and be included in videos?
Also, it doesn't really matter if he was only accused of it and didn't, and he, let's say the guy was only accused of it, but he was actually innocent. Let's just say that. What? You still don't want to have someone like that around, you know, someone with that registration, someone with that, you know, on record for being an offender. Don't want someone like that around kids just in case. And you don't want them to, you don't want them working for you, and you don't want to put them in your videos. Like, I get, obviously that's why he was wearing a mask, but like, bruh, that's such a, even if he was innocent, that's such a bad idea. And yes, the guy says that he was only accused of it, right? But the dude's brother could have been lying for all we know, and maybe he actually did do some shit, you know, that we don't know about. But still, that's I wouldn't. Oh my god, bro. Nah, man, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't let the guy around kids. I wouldn't hire him in my company. I just wouldn't do it. But I like to think that I have good morals.
Demographic is mainly kids. Delaware was supposed to be a behind-the-scenes manager, but in a couple videos, he was asked to partake because we needed people. He was reluctant, especially in the straitjacket video, because of his charges, and that's why he wore the mask. Delaware's charges are set to be dropped as full. Delaware has been nothing but a good person, an amazing husband to my sister, and the best father to my two nieces I could ever ask for. They want no part in this and just want to live their lives away from the limelight. I understand why anyone would be upset and frustrated over these allegations, and I don't blame them. Hurting kids in any way is completely unacceptable, but in the case of Delaware, I firmly believe he did nothing wrong and look forward to the day these charges are dropped. Thank you. It's very ironic.
Alright, so okay, that we'll see it. If the charges actually do get dropped and the man is actually innocent, then good for him. Glad to hear it. Glad there was no victims. But to still have someone on the payroll when you don't know for sure yourself, and the charges are still on and not dropped, and to still have them around kids when, again, you don't know. I couldn't do it, bro. Hell no, man. That's
coming from Jake as well, because he's been on Twitter bashing the table about keeping kids safe, which, yes, of course we should be, but
exactly.
Coming from a guy now who we know covered all this shit up, hypocrisy at its finest. Just insane how they thought they'd keep this a secret and hide this from everyone. Like, holy shit. It just keeps getting worse. Like the video if you agree, subscribe if you're new. Until next time,
fuck off. Oh yeah, but hold up. Yeah, this is the video that he was playing in the background.
Today, I just bought my most terminally ill fan his replacement heart.
But anyway, yeah, I'll probably leave a link to the MeatCanyon's animations in the description below if I remember. But I said what I said. To have someone like that around kids when, again, you still don't know. Yeah, it sounds like they're having their charges. They're supposed to have their charges dropped. That's good and everything, but you still don't know the truth of it all. You still don't know if he actually did anything. You still don't know what went through. You know what they told you, which could have been anything, but you weren't actually there. The dude should not have been hired. The dude should not have been around kids. The dude should not have been, in the videos. Like, part of me wants to think it was like Mr. Beast trying to be a good guy and, give someone who got fired from their other job because of these allegations. He's trying to be a good guy and give someone a chance to make some money still behind the scenes and stuff. But at the same time, Like, you could have just, I don't know, had him editing videos or something, or just like complete, just not going near kids at all, like not being in the videos at all. Like, you could have just had him always completely separate from the business on a business perspective, on the business level. You could have had him completely separate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put him with your Feastables or something. Like, don't put him in your YouTube marketing campaign to kids, pretty much. Like, since Mr. Beast's videos usually target younger adults, younger children. Like, don't put him in that part of the company. If you're trying to be nice and give him a job, put him with Feastables. Put him with something else that's away from ever considering being around kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bad, bruh. Now, do I think this means the end? Like, cause even if it is like rough proof, do I think this could end Mr. Beast? Probably not, because like I said before, he's probably too big to fail. And if he just keeps doing like the Good Samaritan type of videos, helping people with homes, houses, hearing, sight, then he's gonna take a ding for a while, but he'll probably bounce back. But at the same time, that's a bad look. I still want to see what other evidence come out. I'm still wondering if we're going to get any voice recordings from the chat rooms and the Discord, and I'm still wondering if any of the other Mr. Beast employees were a part of anything that we'll probably will never know about, because they started hiding shit after Ava Tyson got caught, and then Mr. Beast started getting looked into. They probably got rid of all evidence, as much evidence as they could have, if there was anybody else in the Mr. Beast company that was up to some sketchy shit too. But anyway, I'm done rambling for now. I'm gonna leave this where it is. Looking forward to more more information that comes out about Mr. Beast. And yeah, as always, don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do, and like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. And much love to you.